It's the most wonderful time of the year. No, it's not Christmas, it's the Eurovision Song Contest. And what better way to celebrate it than to give you the lowdown on our favourite acts to watch out for, as well as what to expect from some of the countries we also have represented here at Euronews. Joining us today are fellow Euronews journalists and Eurovision fans, Rebecca from Ireland, Charlotte from Australia and Iago from Spain. And I'm James, and if you can't tell by my accent, I'm obviously flying the flag for the UK. And we're all excited ahead of the semi-finals, right guys?
Absolutely.
I mean, you could sound a bit more excited, but great. So, Rebecca, we'll start with you. Ireland, obviously, very, very good record at Eurovision. What's going to happen this year for them?
Well, seeing as we haven't won a competition in quite some time, it is unlikely, unfortunately, as far as the polls are concerned, we have less than 1% chance of winning, which is very sad because Ireland has a very strong Eurovision record. But the rules have changed. We haven't won since 1997, and televoting was introduced after that. So competition has changed, and the nature of voting and how the politics work with all of that. So we can only hope. It's a very strong song.
Like, for what it's worth, the UK usually give you a few points, so it's not usually reciprocated, or it depends. But I mean, like, we'll see this time. Iago, let's go to you next. Spain, you're an auto qualifier like the UK, so I mean we don't have to worry about the semi-finals. But yeah, who have you got for you this year?
But also we have to get worried about to do a good performance all the time that we're going to act, because many countries think that we are qualified, because they think that the fact that we're already qualified doesn't give us the right to be in the final. But I have to say that this year we're going to do it very well. Blanca Paloma is an amazing singer. She's 33 years old and she studied arts, but after that she focused on music, and look where is she now. She's going to represent Spain in Eurovision with a flamenco song. And the good thing of this song is that it's a very complex flamenco song dedicated to her grandma. That is the person that introduced her in the world of flamenco. But also it's very related to the lullabies of García Lorca. For all the people that don't know who is Lorca, Lorca is one of the most important poets of the last century of Spain. So.
Flashbacks to my university studies, yeah.
Well, but that's the work that she has done to create that amazing song. And this performance is very good, and also it's true that now in Spain, we're working a lot to send very good performances and good artists to Eurovision, thanks of the Benidorm Festival. The last year we had good options, and this year, they were amazing. The other two were Agoné, one of the greatest voices of our country, and the other one was Vico with a song Noche Entera. Noche Entera has been a completely hit in Spain. It's the song with most plays on Spotify of this year of the Benidorm Festival.
So shouldn't she be there then?
Well, we have to say that in Spain we always want to send something that is related to our country, as many countries of that participate in Eurovision. And one of the good things of this song is that we are going to represent Spain with a song that really represents the culture of Spain, because normally normally all the countries send songs that use cliches. For example, the last year, one of the polemics around the song of Chanel was that song was more related to the music that we normally listen
kind of
from
commercial
America.
music.
Yes, very commercial.
Well, that was amazing. I absolutely loved Chanel.
Of course.
It was so good.
But that's why they did some music arrangements, and also they had a fan for the performance.
Yeah.
To create a more Spanish...
and she threw it away, and
exactly.
yeah.
But thank God she went to Eurovision. She gave us our best position in decades.
It was the same. I was so pleased for Spain and the UK because we usually, we're both auto qualifiers, and the past, 20, 30 years, we've just done terribly. I think probably us more than Spain, but both done so bad, and we came second and third. So, I mean, we both did so well. So I'm proud of both of us. Charlotte, you are obviously, Australia is the newest member of the Eurovision family. It's like once a year you become European. So tell us what's happening this year.
Well, I think it's been 8 years, and I think we've cemented our slot in with Eurovision. This year I'm really excited because I think this might be one of our best contenders. It's a band called Voyager. Their song is Promise. What I love about them is that they're a metal band that's been around since 1999. They've been touring the world. It's progressive metal, but I feel like they have the Eurovision bells and whistles. And what I secretly love about their song Promise is that it's pop It has 80s infused vocals. It has amazing climatic riffs. It's what you want from a Eurovision song, which is just what the band encompasses in their own identity. They're not trying too hard, which I felt like Australia has done in the past, to meet that Eurovision standard with the glitz and the glam. This is just authentic and awesome.
Amazing. So you're in semi-final 2, I believe. So are you going to get through?
I think we will. I think.
Fighting words.
Yeah, I think we will. We're obviously chasing the high, which was Dami Im in 2016, our second ever competition where we came second. And I think we got a little bit confident, just assuming we'll place in the top ever since then, but we've obviously fallen off the ladder. But this is awesome. This song for me is what Eurovision's all about. It's a song about doing something that you've never done before. And what I love most is that this band, they have wanted to perform in Eurovision for the last 8 years. So this is their dream come true too.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's so good. I love it when there's a personal story to it as well. Makes it so much better.
Oh, definitely.
And so, yeah, just to give an overview for our viewers, and you can obviously weigh in as well, an overview of my country. We have May Muller with I Wrote a Song. She's 25 years old. I really like it. It is my second favourite, actually. Maybe there's a bit of bias in there, but I do really love it. She is no stranger to performing with stars, or being on the stage, because she starred in Mika's music video for Grace Kelly. And Mika actually hosted last year in Italy, so that's interesting. And she toured with Little Mix in 2019, and she's singing an empowering song about turning a breakup into art. You know, she wrote a song because she was so traumatized by this breakup. So it's pretty good. I don't know if you guys have listened to it, if you have any opinions of it at all.
I have listened to her, but what is your favorite?
My favourite? Oh, that's a good question. I have to say, and I'm not just saying it because we live here, but France. I think France is actually my favourite. Yeah,
Oh, no.
Évidemment, Lazara. I really love it. Like, a fun fact is that she is from Quebec. She's from Canada. And obviously there have been a few other Canadian singers or Quebecois singers in Eurovision before, none other, including none other than Celine Dion, who won for Switzerland, I believe,
course,
like
yes.
years ago.
Always.
That's why she's famous.
Oh, well, there we go. I think that was right at the beginning of her career, yeah. So you never know, she might be like, Lazara might be following in Celine Dion's footsteps. Like,
I don't think so.
you don't think, you don't like
No.
France?
No, it's not because I don't like France. I love France, but there are more creative performances this year, I think. And also, for me, if it's not Spain, the one that is going to win, I want Sweden to win this year.
The other kings of Eurovision. It's either Ireland for number of wins, or Sweden for just like, well, I think they're second actually. I think if they
6
win,
wins.
they will get to 7. So and Loreen, obviously, who's singing this year, Tattoo, she's won already. That's another thing that Ireland has, I think, as well. Ireland is the only country that has had a person win more than once.
That's right,
And so
yeah.
Loreen, and she's the bookies' favourites, I believe. If she wins again, she'll take that crown as well. So, Sweden and Ireland up there battling it out.
We had Johnny Logan, he won twice, and then he won the winning song for Linda Martin as well, so he's a big name. And you're setting the stage for yourself, aren't you, if you're coming back as a winner? People know what the standard is like, people know what to expect. And obviously, if you're going to be a fan among the Eurovision regulars. So she's definitely one to watch out for, I think.
I still hold out for Iceland.
Really?
Yep, always. I always have a soft spot. The only Northern European country not to win yet, and they should have won in 2020.
Oh, they were robbed, yeah.
They were robbed, and they always put forward such phenomenal people. I mean, this year's song, it's more of a ballad. It's not my cup of tea, but I want it. I want it for them so badly.
No. For me, the UK are very good. Also,
Thank you.
Sweden. For me, Sweden, the winner of this year, if it's not Spain also.
Yeah.
Spain, always. But when you see the performance of Loreen in the stage, I don't know what's the expression in English, but you have chicken skin. It's amazing.
You get goosebumps.
You
Yeah.
thrill. Yes, you have goosebumps. You thrill.
I mean, Euphoria is probably one of the most iconic songs. I mean, if she can replicate that, then that's going to be amazing.
And she has a lot of records with Euphoria.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Another one I really like is consistent every year for me, Finland. And I think that is also one of the bookies' favourites. Like, I do like Finland every year. This year, they always kind of go for like sort of rock, metal. It's kind of like that again this year, but a bit quirkier. I was a bit disappointed because it's called Cha-Cha-Cha, right? And I was thinking, oh, it's going to be a really Latin kind of almost Cuban-inspired thing. Like, no, it's still very rock music inspired, but it's great. And it's all about just drinking and getting drunk, like having a good time, having a party. And that's what Eurovision's all about, right?
Always love it.
Yeah. So anything else to look out for? Any others that you know of that you like the look of?
Israel is very good this year. Well, Israel, Azerbaijan, Armenia, normally they are very good, but very, very good. But this year, Israel is also one of the good performances that can be in the top 5. So let's see how is it going.
Okay. So there you have it. That's what we think. But what do we know? You can tune into the Eurovision semi-finals next Tuesday and next Thursday before the grand final on Friday. And we'll be back before then to discuss everything that happened in the semi-finals and what we hope from the final. Thanks for tuning in and happy Eurovision.